Hey, pipers and pipettes. I need to address and apologize for something that happened recently. Hero Hei, I'm sorry. I have made continuous lapses in my judgment and my decision-making, and I need to apologize. I'm sorry, Hero Hei. I'm sorry that yesterday, January 8th, 2024, I was not there to dick down your mother. I am so sorry that I could not partake in snoo with your mother like usual. It won't happen again. I promise you that, and you can hold me to that, Mr. Hay. Okay, no, but seriously, what's up, everybody? This is Mr. Leadpipe himself. This is the Piper. This is the Pied Piper. This is me. And so I wanted to talk about what happened yesterday, my little spat with Mr. Hay, and also I just wanted to kind of talk about why I really dislike Hero Hei and his content, and why I think it is the most boring, most unoriginal content slop that has ever touched this platform. So yesterday, for those of you lucky enough to be unaware, on my Twitter account, Leadpipe Images, I posted this little snafu, this little MS Paint image making fun of Hero Hei. It's nothing that crazy serious. I didn't call him anything crazy. I just kind of made fun of his thumbnail style and the laziness and ridiculousness of his content. And it seems he took offense to that. Let's look at the tweet he responded with. So someone must have tagged Hero Hei after I posted that, because about a couple hours later he responded with this. He said, "I can't stop laughing at how your own comments say that this is a boring joke and a bad straw man. X3. What an L. Might make for a funny video later. Thanks. I don't know why he talks like he's doing ERP or something, man. He's a weird guy. But why he talks like that isn't really the issue. Yeah, he's annoying, but that doesn't discredit what he said. What does discredit what he says is the fact that he's just lying out of his ass. If I go look under the replies to my tweet, the only one that says, "This is a boring joke," is this. I'm obviously gonna blur out their name and profile picture. But they say, "I am so fucking tired of this joke," with the Black Ops Frieza image. Now, this is pretty obviously referring to the fact that I snuck in a Frieza joke again, which is a running gag. So they're calling the Frieza gag overdone and boring, which it is, absolutely. I just use it for interaction bait at this point, and because it's kind of silly. So that's already something that he said that's just not true. And as for the people calling it a straw man, they're not my followers. These are pretty clearly just Hero Hei followers. None of the dudes calling this a straw man follow me. It really does seem like Mr. Hei is just huffing and puffing on that beautiful copium because, someone had the balls to mock him with an MS Paint image. Oh, the humanity, I know. Anyways, my response to this was, the logical thing to do, I think. I just said, quote, "your own comments," quote, and it's 3 comments from your fans, which is true. Almost all the comments were just the Frieza meme or making fun of Hero Hei, besides a couple comments from pretty obvious Hero Hei fans. Which is why, it just seems like he's absolutely huffing the copium at this point. He's sniffing the fumes. He's probably gonna go brain dead from it at this point. And at this point, you kind of already get the general basis of the drama. It's basically, he's mad that I'm making fun of him, and then I just reply and fucking obliterate him with a ratio. And we did that for a couple hours, just back and forth, cooking him. And to be completely honest, this was absolutely an attempt to bait him into making a video about me. I think I'm pretty famous at this point for trying to rage bait people who don't like me. And it seemed to work again, because he just wouldn't shut up. He kept replying and saying, you're coping, even though he was pretty clearly seething with anger and rage. He had this steam coming out of his ears. He was making 1930s whistle noises. It's pretty hilarious how the people who are coping are always the ones saying, cope and seethe. And I don't think there's a more perfect example of someone like that than Hero Hei. So, now that we're done covering this drama, if you can even call it that, it's basically just me putting belt to ass on Hero Hei on Twitter for a couple hours. Let's get in and dig in to the reason why I think Hero Hei is one of the worst content creators on the platform. If you aren't familiar with Hero Hei or his style of videos, he's kind of like if Rev Says Desu was even lazier. He's a anituber who talks about like Twitter posts about anime or anime news, except he does it in what I like to call the Bentellect fashion, which is he just puts a screenshot of a tweet on the screen and then giggles about it, and then at the end he'll like repurpose all the tweets that agree with him. He'll like fucking paraphrase from them and call it his own take. That is what it is. He drags out a couple tweets into like a 4 or 5 to 10 minute video, and he calls that content. It is the most boring, easy to mass produce slop imaginable. Literally, if you took ChatGPT and told them to make an anime YouTube video, that is what they would spit out. They would just spit out the average Hero Hei video. It is so boring and soulless. A 3-year-old could legitimately make more interesting content just going goo goo gaga and spitting at the fucking camera. And if you don't believe me, literally just go onto his channel and watch one of his videos. That is all it is. He's literally just doing the Bentellect thing where he looks at a tweet and goes, haha, isn't that funny, guys? Or, haha, true.
And this comment, for example, talking about the unhinged loonies, saying the tourist in the quote retweet section once again sees an attractive female character. Is this porn? The same person who made those tweets also made this one where they say they're going to commit violent crimes or acts over this stuff. But we all know that means they're going to tweet angrily. Yeah, go ahead and tweet. This nutcase said they're going to take the life of any man who looks at her. And they got that response right there. Here's someone responding to the upset people. She's just lying there with her staff. I'm supposed to see this as sexual. It's just like completely unamused.
It's the laziest fucking content in the world. And these piggies will go out there and eat the fucking slop out of the trough no matter what. It's honestly amazing that he has a following from this, that this is a profession. Like, it makes me worried for society that someone can just spit out fucking ChatGPT video scripts about tweets and make money from it, make a fucking career from it, get a following base from it. And that's coming from the dude who just makes shitty MS Paint drawings. If I think that your content is lazy slop, you've probably got a real problem here, okay? And all of this is just talking about the laziness of his content. It's not even going near the horrific thing that is his fan base. If you go into the comments of a Hero Hei video, there are some of the most disgusting and deplorable people and views that you can find. Like, I forget who it was, but someone made a video, I'll put up on the screen right now when I find it, basically just going through his comment section. It is the most, like, hilariously, cartoonishly racist shit that you could even imagine. It's so funny. Like, oh my god. The fan base that this dude has cultivated, and he hasn't even, like, addressed it or talked about, oh, I don't think this is good, because he doesn't really care. He doesn't care that he's cultivating this audience because it gets him money. And that's kind of the worst part for me. It's not even that he makes lazy-ass content that is so unbelievably boring and fucking brain-numbing. It's the fact that he's cultivated this fan base through his videos, and he really does not care. He's done nothing to address it. But anyways, I know that he's just going to respond to that saying, oh, I can't control my fan base, even though you absolutely can to a degree. You can disavow these people. It's not that hard, man. You can make a tweet or a little video saying, hey, this stuff is bad. Don't do it. I don't like that. But he doesn't. He refuses to. So let's get back into his content for a minute, because I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, how is this different than any other commentary, slop channels? And just on a pure content basis, it's not. The reason why I would like someone like Moist Critical or whatever, but not Hero Hei, even though in reality both are just yapping about Twitter shit a lot of the time, is that Charlie has a personality. Like, there's actual personality into those kind of videos. Hero Hei just kind of spits up whatever fucking verbal word soup he can find. Like he just throws alphabet soup at the wall, and the letters that stick, that's his script. He literally just reads the tweets, giggles, and then gives a stupid, mind-numbing take at the end of it. That's his whole gimmick. That's the whole thing. Like, you would genuinely get more stimulation for your mind if you watched a fucking Cocomelon video than watching Hero Hei. I would rather someone tie my neck to a fucking car and then drag me over 10 miles of broken glass than watch another Hero Hei video. I swear to God. I had to watch a couple just to make this video so I could get a general idea about him and get some real criticisms about him, and it was the most torturous content I've ever watched. They're all like 3, 5, 10 minutes, but they feel like fucking centuries. It is so unbelievably boring. That's the worst crime you can commit in terms of content. Being boring. It doesn't matter if you're bad at making videos as long as you're not boring. And that is what, Hero Hei does, really. It's just so fucking boring. Like, oh my god. Anyways, this was completely unscripted, and I don't really know where to end it, so I'm gonna end it now. That is the end of the Hero Hei rant. If you guys like these little, commentary or rant videos, maybe I'll do more on people that I think are cringe and dumb. But that's about it, Pipers. I'll see y'all later.